right, so episode 17 of Pokemon Horizons, and at this point, here's what we're gonna have to make peace with as Pokemon fans and as viewers of Pokemon Horizons. And that is the fact that we're going to do these like these big ebbs and flows of main story ramping up, getting super interesting, and filler, random filler. And we're just gonna have these bad, these things, and we're gonna spend a lot of time on this upswing before we get back again. And I think we're just gonna have to make peace with that. At the end of the day, it's like that's how most Pokemon has worked is, you have Ash and everything, and they have like a huge Pikachu Gigantamax battle. I cannot speak this morning. You have a huge Gigantamax battle, and they're destroying the Pokemon Stadium, and they just defeated the bad guy. In the next episode, they're eating berries and getting, I don't know, their Pokemon groomed or something like that. And, part of me is like, okay, well, that's the way that this is supposed to work. They're not trying to go and skip or over skip like a lot of these different core things that are happening within the story. They're trying to make it flow really easy, to try and make it a little bit realistic of like, yeah, from Thursday to Saturday, they're not just going to get to this other place that's super far away. It's going to take them time, and here's the things that are happening, the monotony that happens in the middle of it. So it's like, I get it. It's just one of those things that sucks, is like we have this big, we're up here that's like blah. So this episode specifically focused all on Watrell, focused on Fuecoco, and focused on Roy. And it really just focused them on focused on him becoming like just a better trainer, becoming more attuned with his Pokemon, battling, kind of how he can increase the relationship of his Pokemon, especially between Fuecoco and Watrell, because Watrell specifically has just been getting frustrated with Fuecoco, because Fuecoco is a very loving Pokemon. It doesn't realize it's being really annoying, but it is being really annoying, so he's been mending that relationship, and he ended up getting them to a really good place where at the end of it, Watrell learned how to do kind of like he learned how to do Spark specifically as the move, but he learned how to like put the electricity within his wings to kind of make a really good attack. And they took on Cap over and over again this episode. They took him twice. And then I love how at the end of the episode, Cap was like, he's like, I'm really training here. And we get to see him kind of like taking stuff seriously. And one of the things that Roy had noticed at the end of the episode, or that he had thought of when he was thinking back of the battle, is the fact that Pikachu can't fly, but was using his electricity to kind of propel him all over the, not stadium, but all over the Pokemon battlefield. Because basically he's using that electricity to propel him to different directions he wants to go. So he's like, okay, Watrell can in turn use that same mindset, same electricity to propel himself, even though he's not a great flyer yet because he's on the smaller side. He can use electricity to kind of like supplement that. So I like where his head at was there, definitely. Also, I really love I love 𝐒𝐿𝐻. I mean, 𝐒𝐿𝐻 to me, she's the star of the show. And the more we get less 𝐒𝐿𝐻, the less, I tend to lean on like, wow, this episode is really good, because we just get less of her, which again, I think is the star of the show. And one of the things though I did really like about the episode was that, 𝐒𝐿𝐻 was pretty nervous, and, everything's kind of changed since she found out that Dot is grooming, or needle thing, or whatever you want to say. And I like how she was very nervous and, flustered around her because of, she found out that she's like her idol. I love how grooming's always on the nose with the things that are happening, because like she did like a little like a YouTube video about her talking about, getting new partner Pokemon stuff. And they also hinted that 𝐒𝐿𝐻 would eventually be getting a new Pokemon as well too, because she hadn't even thought about any other Pokemon but Sprigatito. So I love how that kind of came into play too. So I'm really not nervous, but I'm really excited to see on what her first partner Pokemon is outside of Sprigatito. Like what Pokemon is she going to get? Is it going to be one of the Pokemon that's already on the ship that she's going to get a good relationship with? Is it going to be one that she finds in the wild? Like Roy did. I wonder how that's going to play out. I wonder what her second Pokemon's going to be. So it's very exciting to see that. But overall, like a lot of really cute things, a lot of stuff that's like, okay, here's the future oriented stuff. But outside of that, it was a cute episode, but nothing that really happened. Outside of that too, one more thing is we also did get a preview for next episode. And next episode, we're getting a blast in the past. Looks like we're, because Cap was the main focus this episode. So it looks like we're going to get a episode focused on Freed and a younger version of Freed before he was a Pokemon professor. And it looks like he's going to be finding himself Pikachu. And that's when his relationship with Cap starts. So we're going to get a really cool episode next week of Freed, a young Freed, and how he first caught Pikachu and became friends with it, and how powerful Pikachu got. So I'm really interested in seeing that. I really look forward to it. And I'm looking forward to seeing a young Freed too, because I really want to know his story. So we're going to get a young Freed. We have an old Freed now, older Freed. And then somewhere in the middle, he was a Pokemon professor. So it's like, I really want to know what the hell happened, because that's a really good, interesting story. So anyways, in talking about the episode, it wasn't that bad. I think I'm just looking forward to what's coming next. Again, cute episode, just not really much here. All right. That's all I have. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. My friends, fellow trainers, play some Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.